Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have another Chelsea news today video, starting off with Kai Havertz. Let's get into it now. So, as we all know, Kai Havertz was brought in for £80 million, something like that, by Leverkusen, a lot of money. But we thought it was worth it because he has such a big future and he was already so good in the Bundesliga last season, scoring so many goals, getting so many assists. And I was so excited when he joined the midfield of Kante, Mount and Havertz. Oh, that was... Anyway, it hasn't really worked out particularly for him. People calling him flop. He's definitely not a flop. Mark my words, he's not a flop. He's definitely not a flop. He's not a flop. But he's not really been up to par. He's not been as good as we really hoped he would in his first season. But recently, he has been a lot better under Thomas Tuchel, especially in that false nine role. And also Germany scored the other day and got an assist. Yes, it was Iceland, and I don't even know who they played yesterday, but he's really turning up in games now, whereas he wasn't when he first joined Chelsea, which is much better, and it just shows that it's taken him some time to settle in. And he has said some words to Premier League opposition to what to expect for him. So he said, quote, "It's been a tough season. I know things haven't been going smoothly, but I think that it's normal when you first go abroad. It takes half a year or longer to adjust. Things are going well right now, so I don't want to overthink those negative impressions from the past. I'm positive. I hope that next week's be every bit as good," which is very exciting to say. Kai Havertz, could he be back to the old Kai Havertz? Like he said, it takes a while to move into a completely foreign country. Grown up in Germany all your life, grown up with Bayer Leverkusen all your life, you progressed through the academy, then left for what, big money, lots of pressure on him to perform, and now he's only starting to fit in properly. And I don't think Frank Lampard's system really suited him very well. Obviously, Lampard wasn't the one who wanted to buy Havertz, it was Roman Abramovich. But hopefully, sooner rather than later, we can get the old King Kai Havertz and do what he did against Everton a couple of weeks back when we won 2-0. So, this is tough to say, but Chelsea have had 2 injuries now from international duty. First one, N'Golo Kante. I don't think I actually reported on it, which is probably my mistake, but please do subscribe and stay with my videos, please. With my channel, thank you, please. But I don't know if he's flown back to England, but he's not going to feature for the rest of the French games, N'Golo Kante, and hopefully he can return for West Brom, if not a game after that. But yesterday, if you don't know, England's under 21s. They lost to Switzerland the other day. Switzerland under 21s beat England under 21s. When they have the likes of Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith-Rowe, Callum Hudson, Odoi, Conor, Gallagher, Ben Godfrey, Mark Guehi, Chelsea Loney, Max Aarons, Aaron Ramsdale. That team would hold its worth, I'd say, in the Premier League. Maybe mid-table, that team. And the fact they're all so young, so exciting as well. But they lost to Switzerland. They lost to Portugal yesterday as well, actually, 2-0. I didn't watch the game, but I knew they lost to Portugal 2-0. And I think that they need to win like 5-0 and results go their way for them to even progress through to the next... into the Euros. The Euros. Oh dear. But when I looked at the team sheet yesterday's score, I didn't see a certain Callum Hudson-Odoi in the squad. It wasn't in the pitch. Madueke, guy I never heard of, was in front of him. When I looked on the bench, he wasn't there either. And I was like, something funny here. Why is one of their best players not in the front 3 in a must-win game? It turns out this morning there have been reports that he injured himself in training, a shoulder injury, meaning that he probably won't be able to play the rest of the games for England, and he might even miss a few games for Chelsea, which is the 2 bad things about an international break. Chelsea aren't playing, and second of all, if the player gets injured, then they can't play for Chelsea. Even though they haven't got injured for Chelsea, they got injured for England. And if he wasn't playing for England, then he won't be injured for Chelsea, and then Chelsea can play him. But they can't play him because he's injured, because he's playing for England. Right, I'm calm now. Which is frustrating, so hopefully he can return as soon as possible. Callum, thanks. So the third story of today. Something I found, just a news story. I was intrigued by it. There's a new best player per team in the Big 5 leagues. A professional statistics-based website arrived on the scene, and they've just released their latest list of top players in England and the Premier League. Now, the CIES Football Research Group look extensively into football statistics to produce performance-based reviews. And at the moment, the third best player in Europe in 2021, according to the CIES football algorithm, is JORGINHO. First Messi, second Lewandowski, third JORGINHO. Yes, the Italian guy for Chelsea, midfielder. Then Ruben Diaz, then Cristiano Ronaldo, Nabil Fekir, Toni Kroos, Andre Silva, the Portuguese guy of Eintracht Frankfurt. He had a massive future and then he fell off a cliff at AC Milan, I think it was. Lorenzo Insigne and then Jadon Sancho. But JORGINHO in front of Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes. What? Why is JORGINHO there? Like, it's impressive stuff because he's not even been able to get in the Chelsea team that recently. Maybe their algorithm's messed up. So I don't think JORGINHO should be there. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, put it out there, show you guys. JORGINHO is the third best player in the world, and there is proof and statistics behind it. Now, the big story of today. PSG ready to sell Kylian Mbappe. Now, Spanish newspaper Marca believes that Paris Saint-Germain will tie down Neymar for another 4 years at the club. I think they did already agree the contract, but it's not been fully signed yet. But Kylian Mbappe's future is far from certain. Now, he's 22 now. He's out of contract in 2022. And I did see a report and some stories going around talking about if he wants to stay, if he's going to stay, he's going to demand what Neymar's earning for his new contract, reportedly, which is about 900k a week, $1 million a week. Now, PSG aren't going to afford, they're not going to be able, even with all that oil company, all the monies they've got, they're not going to be able to afford Mbappe $1 million a week and Neymar $1 million a week. So they may have to sell him this summer to avoid losing him on a free. Now, he is one of the best players in the world at the moment, and at the age of 22, he has a massive future ahead of him and is well on his way of becoming one of the best players in the world and one of the best players of all time at this rate. And if he's going to leave this summer, there's definitely going to be a lot of teams interested. With Real Madrid, definitely interested. Man United probably, just because they're linked with every single player. I think Liverpool have stated their interest before. They think that he could be a good player. Barcelona, obviously. Bayern Munich, I don't think have. Man City probably have. But Chelsea, maybe. Maybe. Could we sign Kylian Mbappe? Of course we have the money. We have Roman Abramovich. £1 million a week. It's nothing to him. However, apparently, according to Mbappe, it isn't just money that he wants. It's not all pinned down to money. It's not all down to money. Apparently, he wants to finally step out of Neymar's shadow, which I don't really think he is in Neymar's shadow at the moment. I think Neymar's probably in Mbappe's shadow, personally. But he wants to go and win trophies at a high level. Now, PSG winning Ligue 1 probably every year, although they might not even win this year, but I'd be very surprised if they don't. But he wants to go and play for like a Real Madrid or a Liverpool that's winning Champions League, Premier Leagues, a lot of leagues and trophies. And I don't think he can really win the Champions League at PSG, personally. Personally, just saying it. They did beat Barcelona about 17-0, but he's got to go to a better club, personally. Not saying that they're bad, but they got to go to, like Harry Kane, he's got to go to a bigger club to win trophies, even though Spurs aren't awful, but they are pretty bad. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you're new around here. No, I always get that wrong. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video if you enjoyed. Thanks for very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.